Why is it that throughout history, there have always been people trying to target the Jewish people? Listen to this story, and you will understand the mindset that makes the world both admire and fear them. A Jewish father pulled a stack of crisp new bills from his wallet and placed them in front of his 10-year-old son. He asked, "Son, do you want to be a rich person or a poor person in this life?" The boy's eyes lit up instantly. Without hesitation, he replied, "I want to be rich." The father smiled and pushed the money toward the boy. "This $1,000 is your allowance. Now, how do you plan to spend it?" "I'm going to buy the newest game console first thing. Then I'll buy snacks, comics, and do everything I want," the boy answered excitedly. The father shook his head gently. "Have you ever wondered why, with the same allowance, some children save up to do great things, while others blow it all by the first week and have to borrow money to survive?" He walked into his study and brought out 5 ceramic jars, each labeled and lined up on the table. "If you plan your money like that, you will never be truly wealthy," the father told his son. The poor mindset is driven by desire, spending everything you have. The rich mindset is about finding the right place for every cent, making money your helper. Today, I'm going to teach you how to manage it. The father picked up the first jar, labeled God's Gift. He solemnly placed $100 inside. This 10% belongs to the divine. Jewish tradition has always included tithing, giving back 10% of income as an expression of gratitude. This reverence and gratitude are what eventually bring favor and blessings. Next, he put $100 into the second jar, labeled Donations and Helping Others. This 10% is to help people in trouble. Lending a hand when others are in need doesn't just warm their hearts, it builds invisible merit and a network of valuable connections. This invisible wealth will bring you unexpected rewards in the future. Then, he placed $300 into the third jar, labeled Emergency Savings. This 30% is the cornerstone of your wealth. No matter how little you earn in the future, even if it's just $1, you must maintain the habit of saving 30%. You cannot touch this money lightly. It is your fund for emergencies and your capital for future opportunities. It might be your startup capital for a business years from now, or the money that saves your life in a crisis. Drop by drop, savings become a flood that supports you for life. He then put $300 into the fourth jar, labeled Investment and Growth. This 30% is the key to making money work for you. Money only creates value when it moves. Many kids get their allowance on Monday and are broke by Friday, stuck at home for the weekend. You can lend this money to classmates who need it, but not for free. You charge a reasonable fee. This isn't greed, it's making money work for you. Over time, your wealth will snowball. A child who doesn't plan their money will only end up carrying debt. Finally, the father put the remaining $200 into the fifth jar, labeled Living Expenses and Fun. This 20% is your entertainment fund. You can use it without guilt. Buy the game console, get the snacks, go out with friends. But remember, you control the money. The money does not control you. Always remember, wealth comes from strategy, not just hard labor. Making money comes from seizing the moment and seeing the big picture, not just working yourself to death. Powerful thinking creates powerful people. Successful people teach their children strategy, human nature, and life wisdom from an early age, because they understand that this world is a magnified jungle, and there are predators everywhere. If you only focus on survival while keeping your mindset in poverty, the damage you do to yourself is more lethal than anything an outsider could do to you. So, never just teach your kids to be obedient and hard-working. If I could go back and walk my child through elementary school again, I absolutely would not sign them up for piano or painting classes. For children from ordinary families like ours, cultivating social intelligence and strategy is what actually guarantees a smooth life.
If you want to raise a child who has strategy and understands how the world works, I recommend that parents let their children read this series, Raise Children Street Smart. Children who read this will be sharper than you can imagine. If you just leave it on the table, they'll finish it on their own without you saying a word. Kids who read this book know what to do when they are framed. They know how to ask teachers for help when there is conflict with friends. They understand how to use other people's strengths to get things done. This series uses comics to teach life lessons and boost EQ. The stories and wisdom inside are enough to support them all the way through university. These are the life truths that most kids only learn after tripping up and getting hurt. Every chapter is a comic story that kids actually love to read. Let your child learn street smarts through comics. Don't wait until they fall down to teach them these lessons. Click the orange shopping cart below to check out this set.